welcome back to the Can-Am Garage, guys. We're trying something a little different for how the camera is being mounted, shown, placed, etc. If this does not work for you guys, let me know. It works for me, but there's got to be a better way. And that's where it is right now. What we're going to do in this episode is we're going to have a quick looky-see at the AMT 1995 Chevy Corvette ZR1. Now, if Mr. Len Geisler is watching this, Len, I'm looking for an interesting color. You tell me, you find something, I'm sure you know the Corvettes of the 90s better than I do. I was much more into the muscle car era, the 60s or into the early 70s. This kit was definitely part of somebody's collection. It's listed as I was told it was part of the George Boychuk collection, and I can see George thinks similarly to how I do. I don't normally go this far, but now that I see that this really works, I like this. Tires from now on, new boxes will be opened. Tires will be put into a Ziploc bag, and no worries about tire marks or anything. Very, very cool. Okay, windows. Yeah, not bad. A little bit of trimming. Still dates back to quite some time on this, but I'm trying to find something to point with. I don't know if you can really see it there, but it says Corvette backwards, so if we turned it upside down, it would say Corvette properly. I don't know if... Yeah, you can see it. Cool. That's neat. Yeah, see, why not? It's already been opened once. We'll give it the old opening up. You can smell the air from 1995, 1994, whenever this was actually bagged. One thing that I see differently from how Monogram made the Corvettes of that time period is, and I think you can see it, the side view mirrors are molded with the A-pillars, and that's different. I don't recall AMT doing it, but I also do recall preferring the Monogram kits back then. Nothing really wrong with this. The details look right. There's some mold lines I think I can see. I know I can see them in person. There's one right there. And there, doesn't matter who makes it. There's a mold line there and there. Doesn't matter who makes the Corvette of that time period. There's that, and this, and that. And chassis. Well, not that it's really a chassis on a 90s Corvette, but not bad. Details. There's details, and that's what matters. I don't even know where there's a 90s Corvette to go look at, so. I know this is not being touted as it, but if memory serves, the 95 ZR1 would be the last of the ZR1s of that time period. Seats. Nice look for the, interesting, okay. Steering wheel. Shifter, could be automatic, could be manual, don't know, should. From the looks of the interior tub, automatic. Even though there's no pedals there, but yeah. And you can see that D handle. I hope you can see the D handle for, you grab that to open the door, and it's like, oh, man. How do you feel chintzy? How would it go about feeling chintzy? Yeah, well, I guess. Okay, suspensions, drive shaft. Everything, front suspension, drive shaft, rear suspension, all rear suspension. And of course, that's with the transverse monoleaf not shock, spring. There's the word. Various under hood goodies. Not that I recall everything. That's, of course, the torque arm to make life easier. That should be for the air conditioning if memory serves. Really don't know what this is offhand, but we'll get to that eventually. Another set into the bag. Okay, so bigger sprue this time. Yeah, down at the bottom, you've got the spare tire. It goes onto the bottom of the chassis. I believe the Monogram kit had it molded in. Radiator, inner front fenders, various engine pieces. Definitely a ZR1. There's no questions here. The exhausts. Well, that could certainly be made to look nicer. Inner wheels here. Really? Okay, so sort of brake discs. I definitely have the calipers, but not really. Holy shoot, man. What were you thinking? Inner headlights. Oh, that'll be nice. I'll finally... Yes. I know what I'm doing with that. Inner headlights are molded as part of the underhood structure with the monogram kits and should be painted. So at least whatever... Yeah. How's that work again? I know it's trickier, but... And then we get to here. Okay, there's your inner hood. I think the monogram kit's just a little bit nicer detailed. Pardon me, I'm having a look at this away from you. That's going to be fun for detailing the dashboard with a pencil crayon. Yes, fun. Definitely fun. The dash is nice though, but 3 pedals. It'll be interesting. We'll see what those who know more about the Corvettes of this vintage say versus what I know. But if it's automatic or manual, it's a ZR1. It should be manual, if memory serves. Okay. Taillights. Yep. And then for some reason, the front grille work, the front turn signals, all that fits into the lower front end, which is part of the body structure in the kit, are molded in a smoked plastic. Interesting. Seeing as, because virtually nothing that is chromed should be chromed on this car. Again, I'll use my muscles to open the bags, because back then these bags were a lot easier to open than today's bags are. Oh, I just proved it. Okay. Sprues. Chromes. Top wheels. Not supposed to be chrome plated on the car. Engine? My God, no. None of that. I mean, jeepers, what were we thinking? The only thing that should be chrome plated on this car, realistically, would be the mirror faces for both the side view mirrors and the inside rear view mirror, which this is of course what's facing forward. So obviously we'll turn it around. It's chrome plated, but there is a ejection pin mark right in the center of it. Anybody going to notice that on the finished model? No. Am I going to do anything about that? No. But all of these parts, your transmission, cylinder heads, cylinders, the engine block, front oil pan, the transmission, exhausts. Offhand, don't know. That would be engine accessory. Not even certain what that is. Too small to know, really. And of course, the absolute top of part of the engine, which is what makes the ZR1 so spectacular. The regular Corvettes didn't have any of this. Anyway, we'll get all that's all going to be finished in varying shades of metal when I get to the car again. Color choice at this point, unknown. I'm going to hope and pray that these decals work, because I don't need the stripes. I don't need the plates, especially Corvette Fever. Although a main ZR1, well, that's about as close as I can get to the United States of America from here. It's be what, 5-6 hours or so? I'm sure Chris Martin will tell me exactly how far I am from there. But yeah, the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are all decals that are required for under the hood, including the Delco Freedom battery, the ZR1 badges. And yes, I know, I keep saying ZR1. Well, that's because I'm Canadian. Subscribe to the Blueprinter. Not anymore. That's been long gone. I did subscribe. I enjoyed it. And that was then. This is now. Typical instructions from the 1990s from AMT. They should, and pardon me, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to keep it to where I can see. Interior assembly. We recommend a trip to your local Chevy dealer to select the proper matching color combination available for the interior and exterior of your model. I was thinking that that they'd actually started making recommendations for body colors by this point. But I mean, obviously white, black, the box top car is red. I know Monogram's box art for the last ZR1 showed it as yellow. And yeah, that's always a popular color in my book for Corvettes. But yeah, unfortunately, no recommendations here. I'm thinking I've seen something rare over the years, and I'm thinking definitely that we're going to do something rare. Pardon me. We're going to repack this kit the way I prefer to pack kits or have kits unpacked. just to listen to the sound of the voice and parts sliding into bags, and because I'll show you how I do repack my kits. If I open a kit to look at it all the body parts go back into the bag. It really doesn't matter how, but how the bags go back into the box. For example, most of the gray body part, gray parts are there. And those little guys, the clear pieces, the tires, which are going to go here in the chrome. And yeah, I know you're worried. No, I won't scratch the chrome. Won't scratch the clear. And then the body shell goes in on top of that. And then very top, instructions, decals, and whatever else may be in the kit. Now, where'd the box top go? Right there. Okay. Alrighty. That's it for this time, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time at the Can-Am Garage.